I've noticed that the real estate in Lagos is dwindling tremendously. Realtors are beginning to take their clients out of Lagos to go and invest. The question I need to ask you is this: why are investors investing in the first place? I am Tolu Ige, the host of Real Estate 101. Stay with me. Back to the question I asked you the first time. Why do you want to invest? Most investors want to invest in any form of business because they are after making money. In any business you do, like it or not, be it real estate, be it stocks, anything, you want to make money. That's the basic fact of it. Now, when we look at it peculiarly in the real estate industry, there are different ways you can make money, be it the short-term and the long-term option. For the short-term, you can buy distressed properties or properties that are cheap in developed area and we flip it within a 2-month period. That is flipping. You still make your money either way. If you're also looking at a long-term investment options or making money, you can buy properties that you would sell over a period of time, maybe from 2 years, 3 years, or also build up the properties and turn it into residual income on rental. Those are ways you can actually make money. However, there are a few factors you need to consider before achieving these goals, which of course I'll be sharing with you shortly. Okay, so the factors to consider is one, is the location. When I talk about location, I'm talking about the accessibility to the area. If you're going to buy property, make sure that the road, the access roads to the property is something that is easily accessible. If you're driving, if you have to bike down to the place, it must be easily accessible. The road networks must be good. Your land itself that you're buying must be on a plain, solid vegetation. Something that you know that would on its own sell faster. You don't want to go and buy a waterlogged area. People do buy waterlogged area, but if I were you, as an investor, I would rather go for a property that has the quality of what I'm looking for and that can quickly yield the returns I'm looking for. Right. Now, another second factor you need to consider is the economy of that place that you want to buy from. Now, when you look at the economy, we're talking about the kind of developments within those places, the kind of businesses there. Do we have hospitals? Do we have schools, both public and private? Do we have police stations? Do we have a marketplace around the place? Do we have a business or manufacturing hub around those places? Those are factors that actually causes yield or returns on your investment. When you don't have that there, how do you tell me that that kind of property will, increase or would grow your investment? Another one I wanted to look at is also the job creation. When we talk about job creation, when we already talk about the economy, the kind of things you can find there, the edifices, you have filling stations, you have schools, when you look at all of this, what it does is that it creates job opportunity. You can't have a school without a teacher. You can't have a school without a cleaner cleaning the school. You can't have a school without a gatesman or a school bus or a driver. There are so many jobs that will be created through that. The same also we speak about the filling station. You have fuel attendants, you have the manager, you have all those people driving the trucks in and out. You also want to look at the police stations. People will be there. We also want to look at infrastructure, manufacturing companies. If you have a water factory, for instance, you have what they call a bakery, you have some small farms around the places. People are going to work there. That is job creation. Any place you're buying and there's no major job creation there, it is not a viable place. Let nobody deceive you, right? Now, the fourth one we have to consider are the infrastructural developments around those places. If you look at an area that you're going to buy property in for a short term or long term, depends on what you want. You need to look at the infrastructure. You need to look at the quality of the lifestyle of the people who are actually there to determine what it would attract. You don't want to go to a remote area to invest your money and be thinking you want to attract international investors. I don't think our international investors will want to go to a remote area. If they have to go to a remote area, it is because they have something that they want to dig out from there. Maybe it's a mine that they are trying to dig out gold. So people don't put their money where, there's nothing for them to make money from. So you need to be aware of where you're putting your money. So the infrastructures in that area tells a lot. Like I enumerated earlier when I talked about the economy showcases the kind of infrastructures, the kind of edifices, the kind of offices that you see there. And most importantly, security is very paramount when you're buying a property. You do not want to buy a property in an area where kidnappers are, making a fuse day, where even you, that the buyer of the property, you are afraid to go and visit your property. How do you want to, sell the property when people already know that this is a notorious area? Nobody wants to buy such a property. So you need to think right about this. These are the factors I have shared with you. I hope you look at it. But most importantly, I want you to know one thing. This is your money. You need to think wisely and make a choice. The decision is yours. The ball is in your court. Make a wise decision. And should you need further help or assistance in getting you good properties, do not hesitate to reach out to us on Andromedal Homes Limited, the promoters of Real Estate 101. Another thing I want to quickly say to you, when we look at properties that are going to be appreciable, I would advise you, Lagos State still remains one of the states, the state center for excellence in Nigeria, that embodies all the factors we have listed. So do not be pushed away by mere propagandas on social media. If you want to buy properties that will yield high returns on investment, do not hesitate to come back to Lagos, where the factors we talked about and listed is most prevalent, is most physically, seen in Lagos State. When you talk about job creations, when you talk about wealth creations, when you talk about infrastructures, you talk about location, you talk about also security, Lagos is still one of the most secured states in Nigeria for your investment. Thank you for watching once again. Bye for now.